Fortnite is in a very tough spot right now, and while there have been many different critiques ranging from graphics being too realistic to competitive versus casual issues, the one I believe holds the most weight is that of Fortnite's storyline. Basically in a coma since the end of Chapter 3, I believe it is this that, if revitalized, would rejuvenate Fortnite's personality and solve many of the problems found in Fortnite today. But for this to happen, there needs to be a driving force. That's where this guy comes in, the Wanderer. In today's video, I'm going to explain how if Fortnite plays their cards correctly, he can be that driving force to take Fortnite not just to its perceived peak, but far beyond it. Let's get into it. Now, in order to understand just how the Wanderer can save Fortnite, I believe it's important to highlight the precedent. After all, Fortnite was able to captivate its audience back in the day, so why not look back on what worked and learn from it? Luckily for us, there's a character that is almost identical in both aura and dynamic to the Wanderer, and that character is none other than the Visitor. Introduced in Chapter 1 Season 4, the Visitor was the first important character to be added to the Fortnite storyline. He landed in a meteor and instantly set up his base camp at the renowned supervillain base, which if you played back then was the best, where he began to construct a giant rocket, which sent the Fortnite community into a frenzy. Was he good? Was he bad? Why was he building a rocket ship? His intentions in the grand scheme of things were entirely unknown, which allowed Fortnite to set up one of the most industry-changing events in history. On June 23, 2018, a mysterious timer appeared above the mountain of the Visitor's lair, and the player base quickly determined that when the timer reached 0, the rocket was launching. 7 days later, around 10 million players gathered together to watch the rocket launch. It rose slowly but surely, then came crashing down, spiraling fast and furious across the Fortnite map before shooting up one more time, cracking through the sky and disappearing into the night. This one day had everyone invested in Fortnite's universe. And this feeling would go on, all the way into Chapter 3 Season 2's Collision event, what some would call the final act of a story built through multiple years of hard work. And it was a success. However, then it falls off a cliff. It was soon after this season that Fortnite made the abrupt decision to fire its lead creative director, Donald Mustard. This move had people puzzled, as most people who knew Donald saw him as the mastermind behind Fortnite, someone who created the story's live events and gave the game its unique flavor, art style, and personality. Nevertheless, time moves forward. Unfortunately, everything we thought would happen by removing Donald proceeded to become reality. Instead of getting prolonged characters throughout multiple seasons to jumpstart the Fortnite storyline back up again, Fortnite would almost always, without fail, create a character that completely ditch him without any anticipation. The Herald, no build-up, appears for one season, dies. Cato Thorn, no build-up, appears for one season, dies. And even the supposed main villain of Fortnite, Geno, only appeared for one shot in the Collision event, then completely dissipated from the Fortnite storyline. Just about a month ago, this had been the trend, but with the addition of the Wanderer into the Fortnite universe, I believe this could be the jolt that Fortnite needs to get off the canvas and back into its old, winning ways. But that begs the question, what direction should Epic take the Wanderer? I believe Epic should turn the Wanderer into the aforementioned driving force and make him the main villain in the Fortnite storyline. But on top of that, I believe there are some fundamental rules that Fortnite should follow to make him as effective as possible. Number 1. Don't just get rid of him after a season or two. Allow him room to breathe and time to expand on his ambitions, goals, backstory, etc. If you squeeze him all into a couple seasons, you don't allow his intentions to be built up and remove all suspense from the story. Number 2. Have his morals/goals directly contradict that of the hero. For reference, the Visitor, who turned out to be a hero, had the goal of freeing everyone from the loop. The IO, his direct opposition, wanted to keep everyone there. Have the Wanderer's motivations run opposite to the hero's. Finally, for God's sakes, have some live events, and not just some low-quality, off-brand, hyped-up Fortnite gameplay minigame that probably took a total of 1 minute to make, an actual, well-thought-out live event. These not only can progress the story, but also bring an insane amount of hype and attention to the game. And with Fortnite's widespread mainstream popularity it has now that it didn't necessarily have then, it could surpass even prime Fortnite. I think if Fortnite implements these things correctly, the Wanderer will most certainly be a hit. Overall, Fortnite needs to make a change, and by going down the path least taken, making the Wanderer a villain, building anticipation for his motives, having frequent story live events, and making him a foil of the main hero, I believe that you would fundamentally shake and rattle the Fortnite community in such a way that would get everyone back on the edge of their seats, waiting for more. But that's just my opinion. Now all we can do is wait and see if Fortnite takes my advice and allows the Wanderer to save Fortnite.